Before we begin, guys, if you want to grab our supplements, I truly believe they're the best supplement in the world for men. Everybody who's used them has given me amazing reviews. Sold over 22,000 units now. There's worldwide free shipping. And if you want 10% discount, you subscribe monthly and you'll get 10% off. If you want to watch the shows on our stream platform, the link is below. We've got documentaries and series on there. Really interesting stuff. There's a new documentary coming out very soon called Fatherless Generation. Just putting together the final bits of that. If you want to get our course, these are all the things that I can't really talk about openly on YouTube. You know, things like attracting women, life setup, framing, you know, all the things that Dan Bilzerian did in order to set his life up. I'm doing one very soon, maybe even tonight or tomorrow, on Leonardo DiCaprio and how he does it. I've put a lot of my own stuff in there and whatnot. That's available. You can pay $69.99 or £17 per month for 5 months, so that makes it very easy. And then finally, guys, and I'll be talking about this at the start of the video very briefly, 1M House. This is revolutionizing the men's industry in general. I think this is the future of members clubs and this industry. If you want to check that out, the link is below. 1mhouse.com. It's where we've bought houses all around the world where you guys can stay. Access to a pool, communal areas, you know, you've got spa, you've got offices, you've got podcast and meeting room, access to a high-level network, you know, bedrooms where you can stay at these properties. We've gone over and beyond with this idea. So if you want to check that out, it's application only now. We've already got all the members that we required. So application only, submit your application, say why you'd be a good fit for the house, and we'll get back to you within around about a week. So that is £3,000 per year. But guys, revolutionary. It's changing the game. So now into the video that you came here to watch. Okay then, guys, welcome back to another video. I'm keeping these videos very short and sweet at the moment. It's a lot easier for me to do. Become a little bit busy. But exciting news regarding 1M House. I'll reveal it all to you guys soon. The place is bought in full. So I might actually do a dedicated video, but we've bought the place in full, no mortgage, paid for it in cash. We're pretty much ready to go. Give it another 10 days or so and probably be out there. So, but in this video, guys, I just wanted to talk about a quote that I screenshotted. So it's a picture here of Mark Cuban. And it says at 32 he was worth 1 million, and at 65 he's worth 5 billion. Well, you know, forget that, because he was actually worth billions, like he's worth billions a long time before that. But, you know, at 32 he's only worth 1 million, which I know is a lot. You convert it down and whatnot, and that's just net worth and assets and what. It's not a crazy amount. Most people can achieve that by 32. But I read Mark Cuban's book. I think it was like Business is My Sport or something like that. It was years and years ago, probably like 10 years ago I read this now. And he really resonated with me. There's certain entrepreneurs that just relate to you where you think you're very similar to, you're a similar guy to me. Like you think in the same way. You enjoy the same stuff that I enjoy. Do you know what I mean? It's like, I can't really relate to a Bill Gates, but Mark Cuban, it's like he's into sports, women, party and stuff like that. And I'm like, oh, it's quite a cool guy. Do you know what I mean? He's dedicated, he's a hard worker, but he also has a bit of fun. And it's kind of cool, you know, to learn from people that have a similar personality type to you, because they get it. They really understand it. So the quote that it's got written here, so the first one, like we've all heard it before, but the second one is what I want to talk about. He said, it's not about money or connections. It's the willingness to outwork and outlearn everybody. Now, the outworking thing's boring. I'm not going to sit here and make a video and say, you just got to work hard, guys. Yeah, like, fuck it. That shit gets on my nerves now. And sitting there like, outwork everyone. You listen to me. Outwork everyone. Okay? Are you grinding? So like, just shut up, you prick. It's just so annoying at this point. It's like, we all know what we have to do. But the outlearning everybody. That's something that I've really learnt this year. Something that has really resonated with me is your ability to just keep learning, to keep... You know, you're doing something new, you're undertaking a new task, or, you know, you've started a new business, or, you know where the future's going to go of this industry and whatnot, and you're learning all the time. You're just getting this information. You're working with people who are smarter than you. You're, you know, getting close to people in different industries that are doing magnificent work, and you're just learning off them, and you're taking that information in. I genuinely believe that might be the most important skill moving forward in future decades. Honestly, guys, I think it might be the most important, because There's a lot of BS out there now. You know, everyone's saying that outwork, hustle, grind, and stuff like that. But the one thing you can never take away is knowledge, information. You know, just having all of that on board. And, you know, you'll never lose it either. You're always going to have that. And it's the one thing that this year has really resonated with me, that you need to constantly be bringing in new information. You need to constantly be studying different industries. You have to, once you know as much as possible about an industry, it's really hard to fail. It's really hard. Once you've got all the answers to the test, it's very difficult to fail. So I said it was going to be a very quick video, guys, and it is. I'm going to wrap it up now. But it doesn't matter how old you get. I need you guys to stay focused on the constant learning. It doesn't mean, oh, I've left school, I don't have to learn anymore. I need you to be reading books constantly. I need you to be, you know, watching videos constantly. And just getting information. A new industry comes out. Let me learn about it. Let me read a book on it. Let me just get some level of information. It helps you so much. When you see people at the top, like for example, my business partner knows properties inside out. If I was doing this on my own, through different taxes like stamp duty tax and currency conversions and whatnot, I genuinely believe right now, I probably would have spent an extra 50, 60,000 without him. He's probably saved me 50, 60,000. Okay, if I'd done it on my own. Like that's what knowledge can do for you. That's a game changer. Like that's the difference between, I'm actually looking at the house right now, but I won't show you. That's actually the difference between buying the house outright and having to get a little mortgage and then have payments each month. Like that's the difference. It's an absolute game changer, just having that knowledge. And I'll sit there like a sponge and just soak it up. Just gain, you know, because then moving forward, you've got that knowledge too. So if you go and get your own place, or we go and do it with a second place, or it's just good to be in the know. It's good to be in the loop and just know what's happening. I feel like I'm 10 times smarter than I was about 3 months ago, which is incredible. Like that's such a nice journey to go on. Do you know what I mean? And if you're constantly doing that in your life, surround yourself with the right people, you're only going to grow. So that's the message for today, guys. I might put out a second video as well because it's very short, but I'll speak to you all soon.